first stop of under poverty line here in the community of Barrackpore. We're going to meet a family who are living under the poverty line. Sorry, Prasad live, but if you watch, so forests, plenty trees, the amount of a Zabuka tree here. Mr. Sarwan, we don't enter the rainy season, but in the dry season, how you bring water to full tank without rainfall?
Full the barrel and use on the barrel.
Oh, you're full from the barrel and
the tank will remain dry.
Tank will remain dry.
Yes.
You fill these barrels in his van. I know the water, if you watch, the water it's not good for drinking. The water not good for drinking. Use this to bathe, to wash wells, or even to wash clothes, right? It has a light here. Doesn't have electricity, but he uses a generator. But he says generator is broken down at this point in time. So, a stove here, the stove tube with that stove. You have a sink here, and you also have here is a here is a fireside. Have a talk with Mr. Sarwan and his son. So, Mr. Sarwan, living in these conditions, I know it must be really hard.
Yeah, it's hard. You don't current nothing, you can't drink cold water like a normal man, you know.
Yeah, well, I know live without electricity, obviously you have no fridge, no microwave, no TV, especially TV, and you know this time, and at least your son, although he's 18 years old, he would need to watch you need to watch TV then.
Well, is it?
You know, you need to watch news. Watch news, especially, you know, to know what's going on in the country. Yeah. So, you know, these are the things that, you know, people really need to look at. And, you know, there are plenty of people in Trinidad and Tobago living in conditions like these. So, you know, so it's just you and your son and your wife. You have wife?
Yeah, wife passed away, man.
Your wife passed away?
Yeah.
How long?
About almost 9.5 years.
9.5 years?
Yeah.
So that means your son was almost...
He had 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
You as a parent, right? Your wife passed away, right? How was it, you know, bringing up your son without these things, you know, getting up in the I know you have to get duties your wife used to do in the morning, getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, without electricity, cooking, use a flambeau.
Yeah.
Use a flambeau.
Flambeau,
yeah. Use a flambeau, you know, these things, you know. It wasn't a tough bringing up your son, you know, and then, you know, you have to send him to school, plus you have to go to work, come back in the evening, you have to get a meal for him when he come home. How was that?
But that was tough, but you had to make it somehow where you would
You know?
Somehow you had to try.
So you used to be working at that time?
Yeah.
What is your work?
Well, construction by labourer.
It's a labourer? So you work, how often you work then?
Well, you know, no regular basis, you know.
Like an average for the week, 2 days, 3 days?
Yeah, 2 days, 3 days like that, yeah.
But other than that too, you're working 2 days, 3 days, right? Other than what you doing for the rest?
Yeah, sometimes I go to my garden and thing, yeah.
Okay, so your garden, where you planting the garden right now?
Right now we have a little corn and thing coming up.
Corn.
Yeah.
Probably later you could take we and we could have a look according if we could get a view of the cornfield.
Yeah, well that there a little distance, but
That little
so,
distance.
You know, little shoes and thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That is no problem. That is no problem. But you don't live in without, fridge and TV and on a Sunday.
Yeah.
On a Sunday when you're cooking, everybody cook the chicken and have the soft drink in the fridge cool with a glass of ice. You and your son here living without these things. You know what? How do you get ice? You buy ice or you go buy?
I buy. Sometimes I get a piece.
Because I realize the last house is about almost 500 feet from here.
Yeah.
It's about 500 feet from here, so you go by them and you ask them for like ice.
Yeah, ice and thing there.
Okay. So, it must be hard for someone like you bringing up a son all on your own. I'm sure he was a little.
Yeah, small boy, small man.
So you sent him to school, but you as a parent, right? Sending your son to school, he was so young. His studies, how did I want to really focus on, without electricity, and as a son at that age growing up without electricity, how was he studying at nights? If he used to help in the garden, what he used to do after school, because it's not no close distance from the primary school thing here, so with Sari Prasad, how you used to, from school, how you used to come home? You used to walk to school and walk back home? Bicycle?
Yeah.
Well, I see that have a bicycle on the outside. Long time I haven't ride a bicycle, but...
But then the man started right from small, right?
He started right from...
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's good, so... What are you doing now, Miss Hari Prasad?
Working.
You working?
Yeah.
Where you work?
Construction.
You work construction. So you work regular or
Nah.
just a couple days for a week?
Yeah.
So when you're not working, you also assist your father in the garden.
Yeah.
You plan to eat alone for you and your son and his uncle here.
I was sometimes make a sell too, yeah.
Yeah, so make a hustle.
Yeah,
Hustle is the word. So these are so drinking water, you have to wash your clothes.
Yeah.
Not only washing clothes, but drinking water is
water,
the problem. How do you get drinking water here?
Well, I go and fill my water myself with a 2 barrel way.
It's full with 2 barrels,
Yeah.
but is it sort of go quite
Yeah, we out the road.
number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
So you just go and full barrel and come back. So you don't have nothing like washing machine, you use a scrubbing board or a tub. Scrubbing board. There's a lot of work to do. So as we have come to the end of our first show today, we would like to thank Mr. Sarwan, Mr. Hari Narai and Mr. Hari Prasad for welcoming us into their home and sitting and talking with us, right? So before we leave, we would like to say thanks to our sponsors, especially to the Spencer Youth and Improvement Committee for giving us some grocery stuff for Mr. Sarwan today. So Mr. Sarwan, on behalf of our Spencer Committee and Improvement Committee, we would like you to accept this. So you would have at least groceries to last you for at least a couple of weeks or probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right? So we'd like to say thank you. Thank you for welcoming us, Mr. Hari Narai, Mr. Hari Prasad.